all day.
Hello, Duncan.
Hello, Joe.
Here we go. How you feeling?
Good, dude.
Safe and effective?
Yeah, for sure. I feel safe-ish right now.
I feel safer.
I do love that you have the boosters and when you come in, you get all your goods boosted. I appreciate that, man.
Can you imagine that they used to use these things to protect themselves from disease? They'd fill the tube, the beak up with herbs.
I can imagine it. I do. I could totally imagine in the time of the Black Plague,
Yeah.
doing anything you could possibly do to not get the Black Plague.
So do you think that people just walked around like this all day?
I think it was doctors. I don't think it was...
Only doctors.
Yeah, I don't think it was, I don't think most people could probably afford these masks.
Really?
But I think if you were a plague doctor, you'd like throw one of these things in and just walk into a fucking house where someone's got bubonic plague. Can you imagine dying of bubonic plague and this is like the last thing you see is this?
Oh my God.
I will pop your boil now. Let me extract pus from your boil.
Imagine being a person who has to go visit people that has bubonic plague. You're a doctor. You don't have it. And you're going to go treat a person who has it with what? Like, what are you treating them with back then?
That's a great question. I mean, I imagine like probably like crazy medieval shit, like
Yeah, chicken blood.
chicken blood leeches,
Yeah.
probably mercury or something, pouring mercury into their mouth.
What kind of fucking medicine did they even have back then?
Well, I think they had like, it's like different theories of disease. You know, you can look at like the different theories of disease. Some of them appear again, like one of them is like diseases are like viruses are a lie. Disease isn't caused by viri. Disease is caused by like dysfunction in the system, basically. So viruses are not, have nothing to do with it at all. And so they look, and that's where you get like all of like folk medicine and stuff like that. I think it was, what's it called? Humors? It was called humors. You've got 3 different humors in you, and if one's out of balance, then that you treat that humor. Like blood or like red, and then a black humor, and then I can't remember the other one. So you would like try to identify what's destabilizing the system and treat that using like what mouse teeth.
Dude, they're going to look back at us someday going, these fucking idiots.
I know.
Like, oh my God, they used to have to have inert viruses and then inject them into their body to protect themselves from viruses.
Yeah.
They didn't even have genetic revisitation technology where they like look at all the possible allergies and issues you could ever have and just eliminate it from your body.
Well, they're going to be like, they gave x-rays?
Yeah.
They just blasted people with radiation back then? Why would they fucking do that?
Yeah.
They're going to do that. I imagine they're going to like look at like, you know, you look at infection pre-penicillin, and it was so serious to get an infection. You are fucked.
Yeah.
And then penicillin comes around, and suddenly it's like, whatever. Oh shit, my cut got infected. You go to the doctor, get your penicillin, and you're better. That thing would have killed you, you know, 100 years ago. So it's probably going to be the same for things that we think like cancer or, you know, those kinds of diseases. You'll just like, oh shit, cancer.
Yeah, like think about how many people over the course of history must have died from like staph infections.
So many.
Oh my God.
Cats killed so many people just scratching them. And you'd just be dead. You just get
Cat scratch fever.
Cat scratch fever, no way to treat it. Imagine that, like no way to treat infections. We just take it for granted.
Yeah.
So all the other stuff, I'm sure they're going to figure out with like nanotech. Probably actually the same technology that's in the vaccines will be improved. And then that will create new mRNA like coding medicines.
Okay.
Yeah, I can barely breathe in this fucking thing. Fuck it, I'll get the
What do we got, about 5 minutes? 5 minutes?
I'm so glad you took that.
Oh, I was like, how long are we going to do this for? I feel like the hoods are enough.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, sorry. When we went to see Roger Waters, when you're backstage, you have to wear these.
Yeah?
Remember?
I didn't get backstage.
You didn't get backstage?
No, I didn't get backstage. I'm not wearing that, man. I can't do that. I need to breathe.
Remember that feeling when you could take them off?
After a long flight. Remember that long flight and then finally get to take your fucking mask off, or like you'd forget to put your mask on the plane, and the poor flight attendants who'd suddenly been burdened with this brand new shitty thing on top of all the other shitty things. Now they have to impose masks on the fucking plane, and everyone's sick of it, and they were sick of it.
And it's like it's their fault.
Yeah, and everyone's
They're just
like,
doing their fucking job.
They have to do it.
Their job just sucks.
Yeah,
it's not based on anything real.
I felt so bad for flight attendants back then. I still do. I mean, people are going crazy up there, man.
People are still so reluctant to believe that masks don't work, which is absolutely fascinating to me. Because, like, logically, I would go, well, how could they? Would you go into a plague-filled house with this fucking thing on? Would you like, oh, we're good. We're good.
Well, no.
Dude, we're good. Trust me.
Yeah, like
I'm good.
I think it's
ready to go. It's over my nose, Duncan.
Okay, you'll be fine.
I'm fully protected. It's not like there's these like holes.
Oh, hey,
here where
don't
air
step
goes
in
through.
my diarrhea. There's a big puddle of my bloody diarrhea. You almost stepped in it. Oh shit! The dog's been walking all over the house after stepping in my diarrhea. I think a study just came out showing that, that they don't work as well as people thought.
Well, I think those N95 masks have some effect. So I don't think they've really quantified what that effect is. Is it like 50% less likely to get you infected? Like maybe there's a number. And maybe it's worth wearing a good one, like an N95 mask, if you're in a similar situation or if you have a compromised immune system. But they were just letting people wear these fucking things. These fucking things didn't do anything.
Well, those were better than the T-shirt fabric ones. Remember those? The cloth masks that would get all wet and soaked with your spit. And if you were sick, you were just coughing in it, making this pool of like noxious mucus right in your fucking just stuck in your
smelling
face.
your breath.
Smelling your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really weird period in human history. It really
Very
was.
strange.
Yeah. It gave birth to fashion trends. There's people who like wear masks fashionably now. Like they're not really worried about COVID probably, but just like it looks cool.
Did you see that Mayor Adams in New York? He's now he's trying to do something where you have to pull your mask down when you enter into a store to prevent robberies. Like they have to be able to get a photo of your face. So as you walk into store, even if you wear a mask, it's still like your choice if you wear a mask. But as you walk in, you must take your mask down.